I told you that I would show you this wreath finished, so here it is. Took me like 4 days to make, but I think it turned out really, really cool. What do you guys think?
So,
So today is Sunday Funday, and we're gonna just start a new thing on Sundays that we answer your questions. So Sundays are busy for us. We facilitate our Dave Ramsey class in the morning, and we get to go to church, and then we come home and we're kind of it's been a long week, we're tired. So this is a good way to end the week, we thought, by answering your questions that you've got for us. And the first question,
I'm just here because, you know, I look good, I guess.
I need you. Okay, so the first question that we have from Storm Inspired on YouTube is, you got rid of your debt. Congrats, but how much income per month or year helped with that? And exactly how short is that shoestring? So, we're actually not completely debt-free yet. To date, how much have we paid off? Or gotten rid of? Dumped?
At least 50,000. Close to 50,000.
Yeah. We've dumped about $50,000 in debt. And a lot of it was consumer. We had about $12,000 in consumer debt, being credit cards. And then we had a truck that we bought new that we sold. And we had a newer travel trailer that we sold as well. So with those three things, anything else that we paid off?
We had a lot of little credit cards, you know, like your Home Depots and your Sears and stuff like that on top of the 12,000 was the bigger, you know, your Visa and your MasterCard and whatnot like that. So we did have more little ones, just like, yeah, more.
Yeah. But it's basically debt that we don't have anymore, and we're rid of payments and free of that. We do have about $10,000 left in a student loan, and then we're debt free. We don't count our mortgage in that. Debt free, meaning basically no payments except for your mortgage. And so $10,000 on this one's school loan. Mine was paid for. Cash all the way, baby.
You learn from your mistakes.
But we'll get that. We're really motivated and tired of that school loan we've had for
10 years.
Plus
11 years.
11 years. So it's time to kick that to the curb and be done. And then, so we'll let you guys know, obviously, when that's done. It might, we're figuring between 12 and 24 months. Hopefully around...
Realistically, about 15.
Yeah, we're hoping for 15 months to have that paid for. And then our shoestring budget is very shoestring budget, meaning that we don't have extras in our budget unless it comes, we don't have extra money unless it comes from a different source other than our budget. So we get creative, and our budget primarily consists of food for the week and gas. We tithe, and my coffee money. I admit I have one coffee morning with the girls, and I put that into our budget, into our envelopes weekly. And then other than that, you know, school clothes, we save money by garage sailing or secondhand, and our kids look cute, I think, a lot. Sometimes grandparents bless us with clothes for our kids. And what other expenses do we save on?
I pack my lunch every day. PB&J.
Yep. Or e-meals, leftovers. E-meals. The kids get cold lunches every day, and they seem to like it. I throw treats in there to make it special for them. I eat leftovers for lunch. I guess it's just a way of life. It's really hard for me to break it down on how we do this. Grandparents at birthdays and stuff give us like swim lessons, so our kids get to still do swim lessons, and things like sports we just save for. If we know we have an expense coming up, we set aside a little bit of money here and there to save up for that. Birthday parties the same way, we save up for that. We did just have a birthday party for our 7-year-old, and she had 20 let her invite her whole class of 20 kids, and we did it for $40. So there's ways, people. You just got to get creative and really be focused on cutting costs, and you can do it. And then, what else? What else do we save money on?
Your squeaky coupons. We just watch for good deals. You know, don't spend money if we don't have to spend money. Don't spend extra money if you don't have to spend extra money.
That's right.
I don't know. You do most of the shopping, so it's your thing.
Date nights are something that we're trying to work into our budget. We're missing it a lot when we don't do it. And like Friday night came from extra money that we had coming to us. But starting in November, we're going to budget for a date night every other Friday. And that's just going to be at the top. And then everything else comes under that. I mean, one of the top priorities for us. Some changes in November we're also making is he's getting a raise at work. So we'll be making double payments on his school loan to try and help push that along. And we get to up our tithing at church. Giving our 10% is something that's really important to us. And we feel like we get that back in many other areas. Just in little things and details. Sometimes when we don't have a gallon of milk, money comes out of nowhere to cover that gallon of milk. Or it just happens. You just every dollar has a name. You budget, and that's how we do it. So we have a very, very tight shoestring budget. Again, we're on one income, and that's not going to change anytime soon, and we like it this way. So we're willing to make the sacrifices. So, happy Funday Sunday. Bye.
Later.
Hello again. So you're not quite done with us. You thought you were, but we realized we forgot to mention on what kind of a salary we did this. So since he's a salary man, I'll let him answer this question.
We've done fairly well. I've got a fairly good job. In the last year or two, I've been fortunate enough to get some overtime here and there, and you know, done fairly well. So I would say it's between the $60,000 and $70,000 range. We've been able to do all of our budgeting and paying off and whatnot on that range.
But we started at $40,000. In January 2009, we started at a salary of about $40,000. So in less than 3 years, we've cut a lot of debt, and our income has almost doubled. So it does help a lot, but we accomplished probably the majority of this kicking debt to the curb on the lower end of our salary. And then what I forgot to also mention was on Sunday, we will take your comments and answer as many as we can in this time slot. So down below, leave your comments and subscribe to our channel, and any questions you have, post them, and we might use them next Sunday.
And you'll get to see more of me.
Yeah. Bye.
See you tomorrow.